They cut down my 6,135-year-old oak trees housing endangered bats for their solar farm. So, federal law made them pay $760,000 and abandon their $720,000 project. My name's Laura Bennett, 52 years old, a wildlife biologist with a small cabin in Indiana, covering 1,100 square feet, surrounded by 6 white oak trees that are 135 years old and 85 feet tall. Those trees housed Indiana bats, a federally endangered species protected by the Endangered Species Act, and I documented them for 8 years with photos, videos, and field notes showing 12 bat roosts in tree hollows where they hibernate. Next property over, Green Power Solar bought 40 acres to build a solar farm with 12,000 panels as a $720,000 investment, led by CEO Nathan Phillips, 49 years old. April 2024. A clearing crew arrived, and I heard chainsaw sounds. So I ran outside, but it was too late because all 6 oaks were down and gone, leaving only stumps and sawdust everywhere. I called Nathan, and he said the trees shaded the panels, so they needed to maximize sun exposure for 8% more energy output, generating $65,000 more in annual revenue. Those 6 trees destroyed 12 bat roosts and eliminated endangered species habitat completely. I contacted the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and reported the violation because the Endangered Species Act had been broken. Federal agents investigated and confirmed Indiana bats lived there, then confirmed the habitat was destroyed. Nathan offered $120,000 as settlement, calling it fair value for trees. I refused because this wasn't about tree value. This was about a federal crime being committed. Fish and Wildlife calculated penalties at $50,000 per violation, and with 6 trees destroyed, that meant 6 violations totaling $300,000 in federal fines. I filed a state lawsuit separately, where an arborist appraised the trees at $38,000 each, making 6 trees worth $228,000. The court ordered habitat restoration, costing $180,000, which is impossible to achieve because trees take 100 years to grow into bat habitat. Federal court issued a stop work order halting the solar project, which cannot continue until habitat is restored. Nathan panicked because restoration is impossible, meaning the project is dead. My legal fees totaled $52,000, and Nathan pays those too. Total, Nathan owes $300,000 in federal fines, $228,000 in state damages, $52,000 in legal fees, and $180,000 in restoration funds held in escrow. The total comes to $760,000. His solar project cost $720,000, invested with 12,000 panels, sitting in a warehouse and 40 acres of land, now worthless with a permanent stop work order. The project was abandoned as a total loss. Green Power Solar filed bankruptcy 8 months later, losing everything. The $720,000 project plus $760,000 in penalties, totaling $1.48 million gone. I used $280,000 to buy 20 adjacent acres, established an Indiana bat sanctuary, planted 30 oak saplings for future bat habitat in 80 years,